below, nice, and make sure this touching your nose. Lower. Now the study case is your arrow is so much on the left.
You need to overcompensate.
Yeah, try to aim the white color on the
Right side?
edge, yeah, on the right side, and we will see the arrow going to the center.
Okay. I'm Brittany. Welcome to Miscommunication. What is miscommunication? Well, that's me. I have always found archery as a practice to be just beautiful. The oldest known evidence of archery are arrowheads found in South Africa, dating back 64,000 years ago. Here in Bali, I drive past this huge Hindu statue of Arjuna every day, and he was a master archer. So I found a spot to learn more about Zen Archery, a practice I knew little about.
Archery is one of the ancient activities that's mostly for sport, competition, mindfulness practice, and of course there's also spiritual practice of archery. We use specific bow, yeah, recurve bow. Basically we have sight, we have long or stabilizer, this is the riser, limbs, knocking point. So this is the anchoring point, which is below of your chin, and then the string is touching in the middle of your nose, and then you aim, close one eye, and then you use sight to find your target and let it go.
My first experience with the recurve bow was that it was a lot lighter than I expected it to be. My arm certainly wasn't prepared for how many times I had to throw. It really nailed my fingers, but it felt really good to hold the bow, to stand in the pose, to learn how to throw and breathe at the same time. The stabilizer was actually really helpful because I am right-handed, but I can't close my left eye and keep my eye open, so I actually worked with the opposite hands.
Make sure your spine is straight, and then you just squeeze.
So you breathe out slowly.
Slowly, and then when release.
So during the exhale,
Yeah.
not you exhale and then release.
No.
Yeah! Using the bare bow is a lot more natural. It's a lot harder to keep my arrow steady on my hand because there's nothing holding it there.
The specific on this bare bow technique is we don't use sight, we don't use stabilizer. There is also different specific of the way how we throw. We use 3 fingers below of knocking point. Yeah, and then the anchoring point also different, which is anchoring point is on your cheek.
It was so tall. It's like taller than me. It's about the same height as I am, which, using something that big felt a little uncomfortable just carrying it around. But once I got into the rhythm of throwing with it, it was weird. The length of it felt like it was offsetting my own body because of how big it was.
Wow!
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. You know how I knew it was coming? Outside of sport archery, where you're competing, you practice something called Zen Archery.
Right. The culture of archery in Bali, it is like so much related with the sacred practice, with the ritual. And just let it go. The let it go is not from here, it's coming from here. This is the center. Now move from your finger and try to feel the difference moving from here. Yeah. So the idea is when we releasing the arrows, it doesn't matter either you hit the target or not. The idea is like how to reach the clarity.
So it's a meditation.
Yeah.
It's okay, let him come through. Hi, friend. Haven't hit the target yet.
Doesn't matter, not important hitting the target. keep short.
The Turkish bow. Man, the Turkish bow is so hard. It's like even more bare bones than the bear bow itself.
We use thumb to pull. We call thumb draw.
It's repetitive, but there really is something meditative in the repetitiveness of just picking up, loading, centering, grounding, breathing, and release. Nothing else in your body needs to move, just these 3 fingers. And that's where the meditation comes from. That's where the Zen Archery comes from, is literally everything in your body is grounded except for these 3 fingers. And that's been a challenge, to basically stop thinking and just breathe. Let it become natural, let it become rhythmic. And whatever thoughts you have, release with the arrow. It's not about hitting the target, it's just about release, about letting go. And I love it. And I'm grateful.